Mississippi River.
Get 5 years free interest on Tempur-Pedic at Mermaid Mattress.
In just a couple of weeks, realtors all across the area have a chance to network, learn, and grow their business at the Truly Realtors event at Camp Jordan. Ed Calais is back with us this morning. He's kind of the mastermind behind it, but he's quick to give the credit to those who are going to be leading this fun day for realtors. Jonathan Gonzalez, Whitney Proctor are both realtors in the area. Good to see you all three.
Yes, good to see you. Thanks.
Good day.
So get through the election, and then 2 weeks later, we have this great event coming up, and you are very excited, Ed, because it's not just a time to kind of learn and grow with local people. You're bringing in kind of a powerful name in the industry, right?
Yes, we are. Glenda Baker is a broker from Atlanta, Georgia, who is well known. She is on HGTV. She is, in fact, Whitney can tell you, she is probably one of the most sought after people in real estate. So whenever I contacted her, it took about 3 months to land her. Mm-hmm. Her question was, what can I do to make your event successful? And it was probably one of the great things that happened, because we're launching Truly Realtor, and we're going to be going into Dalton, we're going to be going into Murfreesboro, Huntsville, Knoxville. So this is going to be a nationwide conference kicking off in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
So was your answer, get me to the closing table? When she said, what can I do?
Well, you know,
Jonathan got the joke.
He got the joke. He got the joke.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about getting to that closing table. I talked to a lot of realtors on the show. Glad to have y'all join us now.
Absolutely.
Kind of what I'm hearing is that things are beginning to even out a little bit, which is good news for everybody. It's not just a seller's market anymore.
No, absolutely. It's been an awesome opportunity right now for buyers. I mean, we're seeing right now inventories actually. I noticed that we're actually have more inventory right now than ever before since 2017. Mm-hmm. So what that means is a good opportunity for buyers to negotiate closing costs, different opportunities to really help the buyers to get into the closing table.
Okay, so Whitney, what I understand of the event on the 19th is that realtors will come. There are kind of little breakout sessions, if you will. Mm-hmm. The Tuesday is intentional because that tends to be a good day in the realty world. But is it just about like how to grow your business, or to Jonathan's point, if there are more houses on the market, how to kind of find opportunities maybe to let a client know, okay, this could be a good house, and then here's what you can do with it to make it your dream home.
Sure. So the event itself is more so about tactical things that realtors can do to improve their business, but also different resources that they may need throughout the transaction. So a real estate transaction is so many moving parts. It's not just getting the house, looking at it, and closing and calling it a day. There's a lot of moving parts and a lot of people that are involved in the transaction. You're going to have most likely a mortgage lender, you're going to have a home inspector, you're going to have maybe a home warranty company, and then as a homeowner, you're going to have all sorts of other things that come up later in life throughout the homeownership process. Like maybe you want to do some repairs, maybe something comes up where you need a plumber, you need a handyman, you need a roofer, etc. So it's not just a one and done type of thing, it's a lifelong homeownership process. So a lot of the benefit to realtors coming will be to network with those different people, those different vendors that they may need either during the actual transaction itself or throughout the lifetime of homeownership.
So reputation is key, and it's not just your reputation to the potential buyers and sellers who want to use you as their agent, but all those other players in the industry, because they need to be able to refer people to you and vice versa. Is that right?
No,
For sure.
How much does social media play a role now in being a realtor?
Huge for me and Jonathan as well. The biggest thing about real estate is that it is a relationship business, right? You have relationships with people in the public, you have relationships with your sphere and friends and family, so that they remember you when somebody comes about saying that they're ready to purchase a home or sell a home. And the biggest thing about social media is it's such an easy way to stay top of mind. In order to be top of mind for people, you need to be where people are. And people are on the internet. They're spending their time, their evenings just scrolling, looking at different things on social media. And so it's because there's so many distractions 24/7 that people have going on in their life, being able to be in front of them that way is very implemental.
Yeah, and personality kind of matters. I mean, you told me before, Ed, you have quite a large number of vendors, if you will, who are going to be there, right?
Correct. It's going to be roughly about 90 vendors that's going to be there.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people, and you have every type of company there, like Whitney said. And you know, one thing that I wanted to touch base on when you were mentioning social media, you know, both realtors here are the moderators. Basically, they're going to be leading the way, speaking to the main speaker. And you know, I have to brag on Jonathan. The reason why I sought after Jonathan also is he's one of the lead podcasters in Chattanooga. If you want to be on his podcast, it's a waiting list. It's he's embracing social media and everything, new technology going on right now, and that's what we're looking at.
And as a buyer or a seller, you need to have an agent who you can relate to and talk to easily. So that podcast is a great way for folks to get to learn who you are. Social media, really the same way, because you see who you're going to click with.
Exactly.
So the two of you are going to be interviewing essentially Glenda Baker.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
So how long of a session is that going to be?
About an hour, I believe.
That's a long
We're going to
time.
do questions for 45 minutes.
Okay.
The goal is, with the moderator role, to just ask her interview questions for her to answer. So different questions that agents may suggest to us that they want her to answer while she's sitting there, or just things that we come up with as the group of us, and then at the end she'll do some general questions and answers with the audience.
So there is a bit of a Q&A.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it'll be great because we have a lot of. It's just an amazing opportunity for a new real estate agent to come in, or a seasoned agent that's been in the business for a very long time. We're going to make sure to ask very good questions. So bring your pen and pencil, because there's going to be a lot of knowledge to be able to apply to
It'll
your
be
business.
interesting to hear her take from the Atlanta perspective to our perspective here
Right.
in Chattanooga, because maybe some of the principles apply, but it's two totally distinct markets.
Yeah.
It's definitely two distinct markets, but I think as a whole, a lot of the tactics and things that you may implement in your business will definitely translate across the board, regardless of what market you're in. Even though we may be selling different price points in different areas, your day to day, your in and out about how to best serve your clients is realistically pretty much the same.
It is an event that's only open to people who are in the business. So if you're just a consumer this morning, sorry, this one is not for you. Average days on the market, what's the total?
Last night when I looked, officially average days on market for Chattanooga is 38.
Okay, I think that's healthy.
It is
If
healthy.
it moves too fast,
and,
that's not good.
And as Jonathan mentioned too, our inventory, which if you're not capturing what that means, that just means how many houses are on the market. Our inventory is substantially higher than it was a couple years ago, even a couple of months ago. So your month's worth of supply is a lot higher than it has been, and it does bring an opportunity for buyers, because even though we're entering a much more normal for pre-COVID market where it's okay and normal for things to sit on the market for a couple months, sellers are not in that mindset yet, and they're a lot more likely to maybe adjust their price point or to do some negotiation more quickly than they may have in years past.
Well, if you are a realtor, here's how you can sign up, because it's November 19th at Camp Jordan. TrulyEffortlessEvents.com is the website to go to. All in the arena, by the way, at Camp Jordan. So whether it's raining or not, you're going to be covered and just perfectly fine.
Yes.
Buyers are out there. Curious what your home is worth? Let Onward Chattanooga Homes do our free home assessment. We'll walk your property. We'll even give you advice to help sell your home, even if you do not list with us. Onward sells Chattanooga Homes.
I'm Seymour.
I'm John Moore.
Never text and drive.
Always wear your seatbelt.
We're now in Cleveland, Tennessee.
440 Stewart Street Northeast.
641-HURT.
We are your local law firm.
Go Vols.
Brakes starting at just $100. Alignment starting at just $59.99.
90 out of 95 counties have experienced growth in the volunteer state this past year. The reason